All right, so gonna walk you through another workity workout. So yeah, so this is the squat row. You can do it with the TRX, you can do it with rings, you can do it off of a railing outside, back of a park bench. Basically, you just need something stable to hold on to. You squat down, pull yourself up. I like it because it works a little bit of everything. Big movement through the knees and hips, and sets those shoulder blades back as you're pulling each time. So pull, shoulder blades back, pull, shoulder blades back. It kind of wakes everything up. And then after that, I said, you know what? I need to stretch these shoulders. So this is going to open. Believe it or not, it's actually stretching the pecs, front of the body, as much as the shoulders. And I work each arm, spend time on each arm. Doing bilateral, meaning two arms at the same time, is great, but then you find you get more leverage. There's actually a lot of force that your musculature of your shoulders can take to stretch it out. So pushing down with one hand allows you to get a little bit deeper than it does with just with two hands at a time. But you got to make sure you don't change the angle too much. You want to keep it directly overhead in order to open up that position, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. So now this is a kettlebell swing. I know I'm going to be doing some Olympic lifting today, so I want the back, low back, hamstrings, posterior chain. I want it firing. And I want to be able to do something that's got some reps to it, just like that squat row. I want to be able to bang out 15 or 20 reps to be able to get everything turned on and woken up. That's what it's all about. That's the name of the game. If you want to push your body, you got to make sure everything is ready to be pushed, or something is going to break. Now I'm doing this funky thing where I kind of switch my feet a little bit. I think I'm going to go into an overhead press here. I was switching my feet back and forth to work a martial arts position that I know and like. There's some benefit to doing different positions in your kettlebell swing, but you definitely want to master the meat and potatoes of the kettlebell swing before you start switching it up too much. And again, just working the overhead. Kind of hate the fact that this 35-pound kettlebell, 16 kilo, 1 pood kettlebell feels heavier than I would like it to. Got to keep that rib cage down there, especially if you have a weird rib cage like me. All right, what am I doing here? I'm going to start doing some movements in the Olympic lift. So some hang cleans, some front rack position. This is the front rack. Just seeing where we're at today. Where's the flexibility, the rotation in those shoulders? Yep, now, bottom of the squat. You're going to find yourself down there often enough. Trying to hit that overhead there. Now I'm getting the rib cage down a little bit. Constantly have to be mindful of that. That's the thing. That's another takeaway is we're looking for mindfulness. We're looking for attention placed on the body and on the details. Awareness is a good word. You want to have an awareness of where everything is, what is happening everywhere, from your toes to the top of your head. Did some high pulls, now back to the front squat and putting a little weight on. Here's a stretch from the other day. Just looks to be better than it was a couple days ago. And that's just, getting that big external rotation in the shoulder. Your physical therapist can tell you about all the preciseness of the rotations and which is this way and which is that way. I don't care for it too much. I'm really I care about hitting the right positions and making sure that the full range of motion in my body is cleaned out. So I'm going to start looking at all the pieces. Again, awareness. Having some awareness of where the body is in space and in time. Clean. Reset the feet. Jerk. Try it again. Clean. Did not reset the feet. Yeah, and that's probably why I was a little unstable there. So every little detail, it's great to watch these videos back and kind of comment on them because you start to see the gaps in your own training. That's why it's critical to have somebody watch you do these things. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of weight on the bar. This is I think the workout segment. Now I'm doing the 5 sets of 3 plus 1. So that was 3 cleans, 1 jerk. And if you don't hear that foot aggressively smack the floor, I think I took it too easy. That was the first set. This is now the 5th set. Looks like I've donned some wrist wraps because my wrist started bugging me. And that's what happens when you get back into doing something you haven't done for a while and you don't take all the necessary precautions, things start to act up on you. So not a ton of weight, but having problems with the wrist because I didn't probably do enough wrist stretches, and I could have been doing more wrist stretches, whether it was Olympic lifting or not. This is the high pull, or rather the clean high pull. And I think this is going to be push press. Let's see here. Oh, second. This is probably the 3rd set of 3. Yep. Trying to get that full extension. Trying to go slow past the knees, fast once it goes past the knees. Slow up to and past the knees. As soon as it passes the knees, speed up and rip it up there. Oh, there's a clean. Okay, so now I just power cleaned that. The weights I'm feeling good. And we're going to push press. Yeah. For 5. Okay. And that was the first set. And I'm guessing this is the last set. Yeah, and I'm following a prescribed Olympic lifting program. So I have very specific assignments for myself on specific days of the week. And that's how you're going to progress. It can't be random or it's going to go bad. Anyway, thanks for listening.